Hey guys, welcome back to the Santa's Bricks. My name is Jevin, and today I am super excited because this last week we hit 1,000 subscribers. So before we get into today's build, I just wanted to personally say thank you guys so much. 1,000 subscribers, I mean, that's just crazy, and I couldn't have done it without you. So now let's move on to this week's build. So since we just reached 1,000 subscribers, it's only fitting that our build represents that achievement. So here you can see we have our YouTube 1,000 subscriber build. So now I'm going to break this build down and show you guys the different parts of this. So first let's start with this YouTube play button up at the top. So here we have our LEGO YouTube play button, and actually this is the same play button that we used for our 100 subscriber special. And if you guys haven't already seen that video, the link is down in the description. So first off, this is made up of 4 main pieces. We have the 2 sides, which come off like so. We have the bottom, and we have the top. So first we're going to start with this top section. So starting up at the top here, you can see on either end we have these sloped pieces, which gives the outside of our play button a nice round curved shape. So then for the main portion of this, you can see I just have used regular red LEGO bricks from the bottom up. You'll also notice that on either side here I have these red snot pieces. Now snot stands for studs not on top, which means that it has studs on the side, as you can see here. Now these studs are what allow those side panels to connect. So now for the actual play symbol at the middle of our play button, you can see what I've used are some LEGO inverted red sloped bricks and some regular sloped bricks. This then creates that triangle shape. So then behind those, you can see I have these white bricks on the back. So now if we look back at the front, you can see those are the white bricks that we see through the opening here. So next, let's move on to the side pieces. So very similar to our top, you can see here we have some sloped bricks and then some tiles on the top to once again give it the very smooth, rounded look. Then, as I mentioned before, these will connect onto the studs in the snot bricks on either side of the top part of our play button. So now that we've looked at the top and the sides, let's now move on to the bottom section of our play button. Now you notice that in the main portion of this, I actually have the studs facing down. So if I flip it around like this, now we have the studs facing up, except for this little section in the back. So now this here is actually identical to the top part of the top of our play button. You can see we have the sloped bricks with the tile in between. And also, just like the top of our play button, here we have some snot bricks. Now those snot bricks allow this to actually connect upside down onto the rest of our play button, giving it a very nice round shape. Now there's one other part that's important about this play button, and we can see that on the back here. This piece here is what allows this entire play button to connect to the base of our build. So if I actually pull this out, you can see here we have a Technic axle, and that actually is going into this brick here, which has the hole in the middle that this fits into. Then we just have some bricks with a Technic hole through the middle that then can slide onto that pin, just like so. Then this piece here is what's going to connect to the base of our build, holding our play button upright. So now that I've shown you guys this LEGO YouTube play button, let's move on to this base here, which says 1,000 on it. So here we have the base of our build, and this is actually overall pretty simple. Really all this is just a black LEGO box. You can see I have used LEGO bricks on the side here to build it up, and those go all the way around, just like so. Then I have LEGO plates covering the top, giving it a nice clean look. So now let me show you guys how I made this 1,000 down on the side. So to start off making our 1,000 sign, we actually are going to start off with a 2x4 white tile, but we're going to flip it upside down. On top of that, we're going to add a 2x4 black brick, once again upside down. On top of that, we're going to add a 2x4 white plate, and that will go on top of our black brick. So now we're going to want to make 2 more of these. So you can see we have 3 of these pieces now, and we're actually going to make 1 more, but it's going to have a slight difference. So you can see on this one here, we have full white on this side, but on this one, we're going to have 1 stud worth of black. This is going to be for the exclamation mark at the very end. So then we can set these pieces off to the side while we work on the next section. So for our next section, we're going to start off with a 1x2 white plate. Then on top of that, we're going to add a 1x2 black plate. On top of that, we're going to add a 1x2 black brick, but it's a snot brick and it has studs on both sides. Then on top of that, we're going to add a regular 1x2 black brick with no studs on any sides. Then we're going to add another 1x2 black plate to the very top. And on top of that, we're going to add another white plate. So now we're going to need one more of these. So now we have 2 of these columns, but we also need one more. The only difference being that this one doesn't have any studs. Instead, it just is a regular brick as opposed to the snot brick. Now we're going to bring back those 4 pieces that we made earlier. So what we're going to do is we're going to take 2 of these pieces and we're going to put them on either end of these columns. And we're going to do that with both of them. Then all it's left to do is to rearrange them in the right way and put this column in the middle and sandwich it in between the other 2 pieces just like so. Now all it's left to do is to put it back into our base. So you can see we have our base, so now let's bring our play button back and put that on top. And so there we have our 1,000 subscriber build. Alright guys, and so that is our LEGO 1,000 subscriber build. Thank you guys so much again for helping me reach this milestone. Also, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to click subscribe right down there.